Okay, welcome back to the Masters Clash, everybody. Oh my god, that's the start in the series, isn't it? Okay, so we got a best of 5 in our hands. We got Granit Gaming against Team Copium, and this is one of the final matches before the regular season starts, the playoffs, so to say. So we have a bit of a tiebreaker between the two teams here. And our first map is Infernal Shrines on the left side. Team Granit Gaming with Smexy on Stukov. We have Azurite on Tychus, Breeze on Diablo, Macke on Leoric, and look who's that! It's the bird boy! It's Quacknix on Falstad. Oh yeah, subbing in for the team, I assume. On the right side of the map, Team Copium with Casper on Blaze, Alfredo on Mayef, Marlo on May, Nano on Hanzo, and Guilty Spark is playing Lucio. Best of 5 series, as I already explained, and the winner goes into the playoffs. We already went through the qualifiers, and these are just the final matches to determine the final teams to make it into the regular game. So keep in mind, Masters Clash is a long event that accumulates in a final in Paris, and there's 12,000 euros in the prize pool, so quite a bit of prize money available for the teams here. And interesting also for everybody that's wondering a little bit right now, like, hey, wait a second, hold your horses, Khaldor, where's my draft? I want my draft and I didn't get my draft. It's pretty simple. So there's so many games happening lately at the same time that in this case I couldn't catch it live, and since Blizzard unfortunately doesn't save any draft information in the replays themselves, there is no draft here. So this is all casted from replays. I haven't seen these games yet, but again, a couple of good games out there. I don't know the score either, but this is just pretty much a bit of a fan service to make sure that you guys don't miss out on some of the most important matches for now. And of course, also a bit of a highlight since we are having not the Quack Strict boys back together, but Quacknix playing, you know, Mark in here, Breeze. I mean, there's quite a few memories to come up with that, so a bit of nostalgia is involved too. Normal rules, by the way, so everybody that watches this on YouTube and is pretty used to the Meta Madness rules, this is normal drafting rules, so nothing crazy going on here. But we still have a May in the first round, and we get the bird taken out. Quacknix, what's happening? Seems like he's a bit rusty, playing too much paddle tennis here. And yes, that is, first of all, a real thing. Paddle tennis is a real thing. And second of all, he's pretty good. So as far as I know, he's very high up in the Swedish national rankings, and he's also traveling a lot to Spain. Only through him, by the way, that I mean, I live here, and only through him did I find out that paddle tennis is apparently a big deal in Spain. There's like a ton of paddle tennis courts everywhere, and apparently the Spanish teams are good. There's good training facilities as well. So Quacknix has been traveling to Spain every now and then. Unfortunately, not to where I live, and has been training there. So yeah, good on him. Also, Quacknix is becoming a daddy, in case that you didn't catch that. It was all over Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, so we're gonna have little ducklings at some point. And obviously, future pro gamers, I mean, daddy has to teach them all the tricks, right? But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Now, either way, we have level 4 already on the board for both of the teams in regards to talents. Of course, with the shrine activating, per our usual, we have the fight for level 7, and if they can kill Macke here, now that would be kind of nice. Macke and Leo is also something that you don't see every day, so that's interesting too. He had to give up his damage dealer spot to Quacknix, I assume. It would be kind of funny if we would have now Greymane coming up one of the next games. I mean, the meme with Quacknix was always that he had pretty much like 3 heroes that he played all the time. It's not like he couldn't play any other hero, but those were the ones where it seemed, hey, every time they are drafting, one of them is available, and they drafted around that. So Greymane and Falstad are, of course, 2 of the biggest ones that he usually busted out here. But we'll see if I'm not going to get that too. The Shrine fight is more or less ignored right now from the blue team, so they're deciding to just get value at the top lane and I guess a bit at the bottom of the map, whereas the red team is going for their first Punisher. So Team Copium, with quite a bit of work here at the top side. They haven't done that much, honestly. I mean, this is the wall destroyed and not more than that, but with some decent plays from Team Copium, they could honestly take the lead now on at least structures. But they are battling the bot lane push for a few more seconds. The Punisher's already baited over, and that poor guy doesn't know where to go. Runs from the left to the right to the left, wants to go through the gate and just can't, just sits there a little bit befuddled and is like, wait a second, what am I gonna do now? So yeah, kind of funny. But either way, at this point, we have them with the gate destroyed. So interestingly enough, structurally, the teams are fairly even. There is a tiny lead in experience that shouldn't accumulate too much for Team Copium in this first map of the best of 5. But yeah, we'll see if they can take down the blue team here. On level 4, we got the bigger they are for Azurite on the Strikers. So no stacking, no Master Assassin, nothing like that. Talk about stacking, Fawcett is at 11 stacks right now. It's been a pretty slow game, I gotta say. No big aggression yet. The one kill against the bird was all that we've seen thus far. There's still a top lane pressure, and Blaze is kind of struggling with that a bit. Has Quacknix and Mugger both against them, which means that Quacknix can of course easily move back down if there's a need for it. If the team fight breaks out, Maiev forces a good tether, then Quack could fly down and help out. The goal was to apply more structural pressure and get experience, but with Blaze holding the fort, literally and figuratively, he was able to just keep that inexperience range. So there's nothing too insane happening yet. Now, oftentimes you see that with teams that run Tigers, that they are a little bit more cautious and slow on the objective fights on this map, just simply because after level 10 they get such a big advantage through his Odin, and that really allows him to fight for all of these things, whereas beforehand it's always a bit of a risk. Problem that Tigers in general has is of course the limited range on his auto attacks, unless you go for the extra talent, for the extra range. But there's our battle, and there's level 10, so we got the meme strike for Hanzo on 20. That's going to be great. Before that we'll see. But both of the teams are ready, and oh, the Entomb! And the barbecue play against Hanzo. Hanzo's already dead, Wallstun moves in, they're trying for a second kill, and poor Marlow, he's getting bodied right now. Pressured into the wall first by Breeze and then by Smexy. Yeah, that definitely hurt. He's gonna have a couple of blue spots tomorrow. So, yeah. But now that we're talking about that, the interesting part was really the combo with the Entomb and the Lurking Arm. So you don't have to wait for your level 20 as Leoric. If you have Stukov with you, then that helps you too. But yeah, bruised and battered, so the team has already taken a couple of hits here, but only one kill. There's the disc out once again though, and they're trying to go for the drop, I suppose, but I don't think they can get it yet. Oh, yeah, Hanzo wasn't there yet. If he would have been there a little bit quicker, they could have gotten the kill right away, but they still take Tigers down, so good for them. And Breeze is in trouble and dies too. Yeah, nicely done. 3 kills to 1, good for them. We got Leo in the middle, so he could try and help them with an early lead on the shrine, but the situation as is leaning a bit towards Team Copium. Yeah, they've done a great job here in that last battle. Not only did they get the 2 additional kills, they have now also, for at least a few seconds, taken an advantage on experience. That will be negated with the next minion wave. But it's the blue team that has the lead on the shrine. So yeah, gotta go back and repeat the performance here. Fawcett has also finally been able to get some stacks together as he's participated in the battle. But here comes Odin. And here we go. Yeah, that's a lot of fun with Odin. Just like sitting in the back and just like rattling them. But of course a lot of control here. The barbecue is out again. Hanzo with the ult. And they pop Breeze right into it. And he dies. Breeze dying to the Hanzo ult, adding insult to injury here. And they're going for Market 2. Damn, Team Copium. What the hell? Yeah, definitely firing now. 5 shots to 1, 5 kills to 1. And they're looking for more, and they might even get it. I mean, it's a 5 versus 3 situation. Even Leo is going to need some time to be back here. But 38 points towards the objective, so the blue team might get them after all. They're looking for it. I mean, they're really trying. And there it is, the Frozen Punisher. But the kill against Tigers. But look at this, look at the battle. Look at Diablo here. So he gets literally pushed into the ult with a tether, and then the gust didn't do enough, so Breeze dies to Hanzo. And that was a bit unexpected in that situation, at least. But the objective was still claimed by Granit Gaming, so they avoided the worst. One of the annoying situations in this part would have been if, like, I don't know, the Punisher ends up in the hands of the red team, they get the kills, they can push, and they take a fort down. But as it stands, it's a setback for Granit Gaming as they're losing some of their heroes, but at least they prevent the objective being claimed by Team Copium as well. So that was a decent move here. Now, we have on level 13 the 8 Hungers, and we got the ominous Wraith for another talent for Leo, so it's going down the typical path here. But Granit Gaming has to step it up a bit if they want to take the lead in this best of 5. And keep in mind, this is the last effort. This is the last chance to make it into the regular season of the Masters Clash 2022. If you lose here, then you are out. So Team Copium is throwing everything at them. And with success, I might add. Big lead in kills. Not that far ahead yet in experience, but if they can keep it up, that would definitely help. Now, another problem, of course, is that we haven't seen any of the two teams push forward in structures yet. And Breeze gets isolated. Again, the play... I like the combo. It didn't get a kill here. But I gotta admit that this isn't a bad idea. Going into Mei in the Ice Wall and then following it up with Hanzo, if you play that out on the Shrine, that's a pretty sexy move. Now, Meme Strike was always a talent that is a little bit shitty until you hit 20, and then because of the cooldown reduction, you can YOLO it out so many times during a team fight that it's absolutely worth it. But before, you normally want to rely really on that stun from the arrow. It just gives you more value throughout the game. We've seen a couple players that have been able to get solid value out of the Meme Strike, especially when we're talking about North American teams. But I like what they're doing here. So we had combos in the past with Leon and a Tomb, but even those were usually not as successful. But this is a pretty good thought that they have here. Now, if they can get continuous value out of it, that's a different question. And then we have to watch out for Nano after level 20 and see what he can do there. But at least for now, I kind of like what they're trying. So 30,000 damage by Hanzo for now. So not too bad. And we got 20,000 for Tychus. Tychus, look at Stukov, by the way, talking about StarCraft characters. Stukov hasn't died yet, so he's the only one on the blue team that hasn't fallen yet. Smexy with the positioning all the way in the back there, time and time again. Now level 16 talents are available. There's nothing really to get on the map outside of their own camp, so it's not like they can go for an objective here. Casper on his little crabby. But it seems like the blue team will get their own level 16 easily until we have that. But they are playing around them again. They're going for the bottom fort instead now. And Casper's a bit alone. Yeah, he's screwed. Good luck, my friend. Bunker's up, and once that the bunker is... Nah, the rotation is there. Okay, so he has to waste his cooldown, but I think we're going to have a gust here. Yep, there's the gust, but the ice wall is solid. And that's damage and a kill on Smexy. I like these plays that they're making. Not gonna lie here. I really, really like the way that they are playing this out. This is the second time now that they were able to get a kill like this. And they followed it up with another one against Tychus. Take a closer look at this. I mean, here comes the ice wall, and then immediately the meme strike, and that just works out incredibly well for them. There's nothing that Smexy can do in that situation. And you can always argue that he would have probably died anyways with how they were approaching this. But that's a solid comp. And that is not a pun on the ice wall. But yeah, it's still, I like it. It's a good thought process. Okay, but they go for Guilty Spark, and now Lucio is down. So they get a kill on Lucio. Quacknix is also trying to apply a bit of more pressure against Casper himself. He dropped the bunker earlier, but the ult is going to be back in a few seconds. Now, since we are sitting on level 16, it's even talents for the two teams, but a 6-kill lead for Team Copium. Yeah, and here we go. The Entomb and the isolation plus the kill. They're getting Alfredo too. Maiev is dead. Well done. And that seems like the end of the top 4. I guess we're going to see the first main structure fall now. 37,000 damage by Hanzo. And we got 24,000 by Leoric, who, by the way, is still sitting on the shrine, trying to get them a bit farther ahead so that they have a chance to get the objective. I mean, they will lock it in. There's nothing that can be done by Team Copium. They're a little bit too low on heroes. They need to wait 20 more seconds until they're back with 5, which might even result in the top... I mean, the wall is going to fall. Can they get to keep here? With the Punisher, once that it's in, they should have a shot of taking it down, for sure. So, yeah. Yeah. Especially now with them doing even more damage here. Oh my god, they might even be able to get it down to 50% before anything else happens. As long as nobody dies. Ice Wall is out again. Yeah, and there's the follow-up. The barbecue and the triple kill. Alright, so much for this one falling. That's not gonna happen anymore. They should be able to defend this now. Yeah. That was a bit unfortunate. There's too many heroes that just died here. So with Stukov and with Tychus down, let's take another quick look at this. I mean, they just put them into the corner. Pretty cool ice wall once again. And now, of course, the play straight up with Maiev and with Blaze. They drop the 3 heroes. That's an easy defense on the keep. If they would have fallen back just a little bit sooner, I guess they would have been able to take the keep. But again, it's quite low, so all you need is another good team fight, and then you can go for it again. Falster can also escort it out a little bit. But we have the lead in experience now for Team Copium, so they got it back. They lost it earlier, but now they have a push in the mid lane going, and it's all about them hitting level 20. And that, of course, is the moment when the cooldown reduction through the level 20 talent for Hanzo is really giving him value with the meme strike. Yeah, he's already rolling it out again. Bit late. That could have potentially been a kill on Leoric, but he needs to be a bit faster on this when the disc comes out here. So, yeah. They gotta make that happen somehow. But either way, level 20 is nearly there, and then of course the cooldown is going to be reduced quite quickly. Nano is already throughout the game chipping in tons and tons of damage. But the next objective is spawning at the bottom of the map. And at least the blue team has lost a fort there. So they lost 1. Okay, Ice Wall is out. This time didn't hit anything. They went for the Shatter. And here comes the Dragon Awakens. Lucio with a summer anthem. And oh yeah, baby, it's summer now. For sure. At least in Spain. But here we have it. Another potential play with the disc and the follow-up from Hanzo. If they want to sacrifice the 2 cooldowns, don't even have to. With level 20 not available, blue team is giving up another fort. There's the disc, but this one didn't connect. It nibbled a little bit on Breeze, but Alfredo wasn't able to connect it properly. So they are chasing. But they gotta wait for their own level 20. And of course their own upgrades are pretty terrifying too, especially when we're talking about Leoric as usual. Quacknix literally ran into them towards the end and was like, alright, I get it. I'm gonna die. At this point, you just want to die as quickly as possible so that he is back when the objective pops up. That's one of those moments when you don't even want to kill him. You just want to keep him alive long enough so that he... yeah, that his death is delayed a little bit, and then when he tries to escape, then you drop him. But of course, you can only do that when you don't need the heroes anywhere else, when you don't get additional value. Now we have level 20 for both of the teams. That gives us the wind tunnel. We also got the Leo, and he hits the Entomb. Mark hits the Entomb, but they're losing Azerite. Azerite is gone, and they're hoping for another kill. Mark is incredibly low, but he is... now he doesn't get out. He got Hanzo'd. Gets Hanzo'd by Nano, and that's 2 kills just as the objective pops up. Granit Gaming is struggling in this first map a bit. I mean, they are really looking at a potential loss here on map number 1. This best of 5 is definitely going the way of Team Copium, especially when you're looking at the kill count. 14 kills to 4? I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah, Granit Gaming is having real troubles here. And this is, of course, made even more obvious by the fact that now they cannot fight for the Punisher. And this is going to be a push for the bot lane. For the bot lane keep. Marke moving back to meet up with the rest of them. But yeah, they're just sitting... I mean, there's nothing to do for them. There's literally nothing to do. If anything, they could try and replace Breeze at the top with Falstad. He could slide top and then fly down. But there's not much more to push out with the exception of the wave that he just took. So you don't want to go any deeper into enemy territory when you don't have vision, or they could just gank up on you and drop you. So there's that. Another camp taken at the bot lane, and now we have 2 camps pushing through the middle and the boss +1 camp at the bottom of the map. So, yep, that's a problem. Let's see if they're able to deal with it. A good Entomb could go a long way here. Breeze has his ult back up too. 57,000 damage now from Hanzo. There's the ice wall, and can they hit the follow-up? No, but they're zoning them away from the keep now. They're zoning them slightly away from the keep. Hanzo is already working on the cooldown reduction again, but there's the Entomb and the kill. Goodbye, Maiev. One of the most dangerous heroes, and thanks to the Mighty Gust, they're isolating the Protector, the Punisher, even more, and are able to kill it. Yep. No, that I didn't want to insult. I'll take it back. I really apologize. I didn't want to call it the Protector. I know that is very, very insulting. The Punisher at least does damage. The Protector doesn't. We all know that. That thing's useless. So yeah, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Punisher's way more useful. There should be a map, like a gambling map or something, where every single time you win an objective, There's like, you know, you're like rolling on the machine which objective you get. Are you getting a Protector? Are you getting an Immortal? Or are you getting a Web Weaver or something? That would be kind of funny. That would Gambler's Paradise. Make it Las Vegas themed. Like, I don't care. And every single objective that you win is like ding, 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 ding. What do we win today? I actually like that idea. I like that idea a lot. That would be kind of funny. Let the RNG rule. Might not be the best map for competitive, but sounds quite entertaining. Blaze is dead. Leo died too. So now we have a 4 versus 4 ongoing, since Maiev is back to business. But it's just amazing to me that we're 12 minutes in. 20. And we don't have a single keep destroyed yet. So, yeah, it's a little bit crazy. But yeah, either way, there's a couple of objectives still up on the map. In this case, it's mercenary camps that they could go for. Quests are completed for Breeze again, so he's now fully stacked and would be back immediately. I'll be back. 6 to 15! I don't know what I expected from game 1 of this series, but I can tell you it wasn't this. It definitely wasn't this. Granit Gaming being behind by 9 kills. No Sudoku. No. How is he alive? That ice wall. And they get the counter kill. Okay, I gotta admit that this save with the ice wall was insane. Check this play out again. So he face checks the bush and then he gets saved. I mean, he was dead. He was fucking dead. And then the ice wall is just saving his day. Very cool play from Marlow. I like it. That was incredible. Honestly, if he doesn't make that, then they're losing the top keep for sure. 100%. So yeah, that was a bit crazy. But either way, now we have 16 kills to 6. We have the camps at the bot lane dominated by Team Copium. Yeah, and there's another objective. Now it's about the top side. I think they can get another camp at the bottom of the map if they hurry. No, maybe at least this one in the middle. Nope. The boys and... okay, there we go. Nano's about to take it. But yeah, incredible save by Mei. That was really, really well done and a bit unexpected. I thought for sure that Maiev would die. I mean, she did not look good there. Even a bit. This push in the middle is going straight... oh, that's great timing here. Yeah, camp, double wave, plus a catapult. That keep is screwed. And another camp is coming. That keep is 100% screwed unless they are sending someone towards the bottom. There's no way they're going to save this. It's just not happening. That keep is 100% gone. 22 minutes in, that catapult alone is already crushing it. And you can see it on the minimap. It just is disappearing here. So here's the ice wall again to counteract the buried alive. Everybody is a bit low on the red team though. The keep has indeed, or is about to fall, as I already mentioned. Yep, there's no way they're gonna get this. There's way too much shit here. This is gonna threaten the core a little bit too, so that's another problem that they're facing. Another mighty gust to save the day for the blue team. And Leo has taken a significant lead on the objective. Nice engage by Breeze. That was a fantastic engage by him. And Blaze goes down as a result, but Breeze is also dead. Now the good news is he'll be back quickly. Lucio not so much though. He's down for the count. Another ult from Hanzo, but with the objective now coming up, they're in trouble there too. Now this is still doing a bit of work, but Breeze can even deal with the mid lane. I don't think he's necessarily needed here in the team fight right away. Marlow! Oh, what an entomb! Nice! Marke. I was looking to Marlow and thought that he might fall, but then Marke comes in and murders them. So the keep top side falls, and I guess the blue team might actually turn this around. Blue team on their way to the core with the Punisher. And if anything, then that's a little bit shocking here. That they are able to now take this one. 9 kills to 17. Look at this. They are 8 kills behind and they're still able to take the core down. Nicely done by Granit Gaming. They pull it off, start the comeback, and take the lead in this best of 5 series at the Master Clash. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Map number 2, when Towers of Doom, everybody. And turns out that the blue team was able to win the first map. A little bit unexpected, honestly, given how the kill count looked. And also the last, I would say, 10 minutes of the game were a bit crazy. But yeah, Team Copium wasn't able to lock in the W. So now on the left side, we got Smexy on Deckard Kane, as the blue team has taken the lead. Marke for Granit Gaming on Dehaka. Breeze on Murden with the third win. We got Quatnix on Sylvanas and Azerite on Junkrat. Whereas on the right side of the map, it's Team Copium with Casper on Hogger. We got Nano again on Hanzo. Marlo this time on Tracer, which is also kind of wild if you think about it. I mean, the role swaps here are nasty. Guilty Spark on Rhaegar, but Alfredo is now playing Blaze. So what they're pretty much doing is they are playing their Maiev player on a main tank Blaze. Marlo has taken over on Tracer, and we have Nano himself still on Hanzo. So yeah, role swaps galore. A Blaze main tank. Definitely a bit of a wild start into the series. I like this already. Not only do we have Quatnix back to business and Granit Gaming in general, but we also have at the same time some interesting variations from Team Copium. I don't know what exactly the discussion was like in voice, but I can only imagine that Marlo with the murderous ice walls that he had comes in and, you know, says like, alright guys, I'm gonna show you how this shit is done. Let's get some damage in here. I'm gonna play Tracer next game. Someone else has the tank. And then they settle on Alfredo with the pleb horse here. I feel a little bit sorry for that horse. I mean, you literally have a fire back with all the armor sitting on your back here. They're already pleb horses. What's going on here? I mean, Copium, Team Plebium. Okay, Nano at least is not doing that. He's on a Reaver. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so Tracer's in the house, and she's gonna aim, of course, for Junkrat and for Sylvanas in the first place. If she can also needle down Deckard Kane a little bit, that would help. The mosquito of the Nexus. Just buzzing around everybody. Bzz, bzz, bzz. But yeah, camps are taken, nobody's invading, nobody making any cheeky plays here. Everybody just making sure that they are ready for the next. Casper's already dealing with this. And in the middle of the map, we got Quatnix and a team that is trying to catch him. But yeah, he's paying attention. Alright. He doesn't want to die first again like he did in the last game, so this time a bit more careful. Still have our Hogger versus the Haka battle up at the top, so that's also still going on. But here we are. We got the bot lane pressure plays. The camp pushed in. Azerite stunned and dead. Yeah, that was a little bit of an in. Frontline Junkrat, and he was just asking for it. And Alfredo was more than happy to oblige, so that's a kill right there. With the level 4 talents, we have still Dehaka all the way up at the top. Only global in the game. Only global that we currently have, so good for them. We also have the triple altar phase starting up, so that's the next one here. And a bit of poking and prodding happening through Team Copium at the bottom of the map now too. But okay, this is setting us up for the first objective. 15 seconds is still to go. And as usual, I'd expect the bottom altar to be the one that the teams are fighting over. Yeah, Rhaegar with the totem build, by the way. And yep, top side, top left, top right, we have the side laners already starting the channel. Nobody's really looking to interrupt, so it's going to be the battle down here. Deckard Kane trying to interrupt the rotation a little bit, didn't quite work out for Smexy. But the doggy is about to die. Yeah, that's a kill. Well done by Azerite, and also a really good move by Breeze here, zoning him out. Didn't connect the Storm Bolt, but that was good juking from Rhaegar, but obviously in vain. Died eventually, and the 4 shots have been fired quite quickly. Team Copium falling a little bit behind on the core. Not that it matters too much on this particular map. Comeback map in the first place, so... But they go for Marlo this time, and he's able to make it out. Sylvanas, on the other hand, gets stunned, and Quatnix gets popped. Yeah, the 2 damage dealers, the first 2 that fall on the blue team side. First one was Junkrat, and now Sylvanas has also been eliminated. We got 1 kills to 2. And off we go. We got already towards the top, Dehaka still pushing the lanes out. I mean, the rotation between the 2 side laners is now pretty much continuing as usual, whereas everybody else is focusing on the bot lane, focusing on the camps, and then if there is time, rotates into the middle to help out there. But it's all about the pumpkins for now. And of course the question, can you get a few more kills? I don't think that they can take Breeze down anytime soon. Nano on the other hand is a bit more on the squishy side, and Breeze jumps in and drops him, and Guilty Spark is also in trouble, and his Spark gets eliminated. Extinguished right there. No more sparkling. And that's a camp. So they take the camp pretty easily with the pumpkins and can now start to threaten the first bell tower at the bottom of the map. Yeah, good for them. Can they take the entire thing here with Quacknix? They just might. There's only Alfredo here, and that's good damage from the pumpkins. And if the minion wave does a bit of the... Guys, there's nobody... They're a little bit too late. I think they're losing this one. Even if they don't, it's so low that can be easily taken at any point, but they have it, and now they got level 10 too. Team Copium needs to get the hell out of there. And they're still fighting, losing Tracer again. Oh boy. Yeah, they are in real trouble. That is a massive problem. Stormball gets dodged. I like the juking from Guilty Spark. Juke City. And he definitely owns a house there. So the level 10 abilities get exploited. It's a single altar only, but that's 5 shots of the red team's core. Not too bad. That's a much better start than what they had in game number 1. And Breeze hasn't picked his ult yet. So Breeze is currently looking to potentially pick Haymaker and going for the big boy plays here, as it seems. We get the stay a while and listen. And here come the level 10s. Now he goes Avatar. I would have been a little bit surprised if he went Haymaker, but again, you never know. Breeze this time with the Avatar. We got also no more Meme Strike this time. It's all out on the stun with the arrow. And also, we have a few more stuns here available. Now, obviously the bunker gets played by Blaze. I mean, duh. But in addition to that, we now have the Ancestral Healing, and we got the Shockwave. So they got a couple of stuns that they can definitely stagger now. The bot lane is still being controlled by the blue team, though. And there's not as much poke potential as usual for Team Copium here. Now, there's the ult. And rip! Nice heal. Hogger died on the left side. But Guilty Spark knew immediately when Kane's ult came out that he needs to drop the Ancestral. That's going to be a kill. So, yes, Tracer gets saved, but it seems they're losing Alfredo. And that's the second one to fall. Yeah, that is an absolute bloodbath thus far. Team Copium can come back in the mid and late game, but at least for now, they are really struggling here. They're down to 26 points on the core already, and we're only talking 7 minutes in the game. So, it's a bit dicey. Yeah, double altar is now also up. The problem is still this one. This one can't really be accessed because they have both of the bell towers, which means that if you're really going that deep into the north of the map as the red team, you have no escape left. You can only try to escape towards the top, not towards the left, not towards the right. You're running into bell towers pretty much everywhere. So that's a real problem. And now they're going for Breeze, but that doesn't work out either. Hasn't popped the Avatar. So that's really problematic. If the red team loses this fight, now that level 30 talents are available for Granit Gaming as well, this is even more likely, then it's going to be a big problem. Now Sylvanas is starting to join in, but Quack is late. Is trying to channel now as Junkrat has already fallen, and he gets interrupted too, so the kill was golden for Team Copium, exactly what they needed. But the Wailing Arrow, and there's the double kill. Tracer is dead, Blaze is dead, Hogger is about to die, and what started off quite well for the red team is now turning into a disaster. They lose everybody, including Hanzo. 5-man team wipe. And 10 shots off the core. First 5 fired. Quacknix with the channel over here. And it's likely going to get worse. I mean, if you are the blue team, you either try and damage one of the remaining bell towers, or you could even think about going for boss, which in this case they haven't. But yeah, they're taking all the camps now, and that's a great spot to be in. 2 levels ahead, 8 kills ahead, still in control of the bot lane bell tower. Mad amount of damage on the core. 20 points ahead on the core already. So great performance by Granit Gaming on map number 2. And again, it's all about qualifying for the Masters Clash here. Can they pull it off? Yes or no? They've taken the first step with the victory on Infernal Shrines. And are looking pretty good on this map too. But it's not over yet, and comebacks are... I mean, lately, I feel on Towers of Doom, comebacks are more the norm than an outlier. So this is kind of interesting. It feels like if you're ahead at the beginning on Towers of Doom, you're losing the game then later on. Oh, the doggy out-juked itself. Yeah, poor dog. Trying to, again, show his juking skills and then out-juked itself by moving straight into Deckard's damage, and that was enough to lock the kill in. So we have now 10 kill lead. And Stormbolt, yep, there it is. And another one. Breeze nicely delaying the Stormbolt so that they could hit it. And now they have level 16 talents, and it seems like Caspar also wants a piece of the action. But it's Chaser that dies first, and jeez, it's Whack-A-Mole. Heroes of the Storm Whack-A-Mole. See a hero, kill a hero. That's what they're doing. Big lead, 12 kills ahead. We have the altar spawning at the bot lane, but they're looking for another kill. Can't get it though, but it might be. Yes, Quacknix dies. Quacknix dies. So he's dead. They are still trying to go for Alfredo and for Rhaegar. Big arrow. We got a kill on Junkrat, but this fight is not over. Oh boy. I really like it. Like full on aggression for both of them. Old man with the stick is now also joining the battle. And Breeze still kills him. Breeze takes down Blaze, goes full bananas on this. Mexi gets interrupted. Mark, on the other hand, is all of a sudden joining the fight, misses the isolation completely. And there's the drag and the kill as Hogger falls. Breeze dies too. The hell is happening here? Kills all over the place. We got 24 now in total, and we're only at 11's minute mark. Nobody, by the way, has cared about the altar for ages. Finally, we're seeing Hanzo making a move over here and trying the channel. But damn. That was crazy. And it's still not over. They interrupted him. They actually interrupted him. 5 points to 3 on the bell towers. And Tracer gets out. But for how long? Marlo's in trouble. 8 seconds until the Wailing Arrow is available again. And we have a 5 versus 4 up to the time where Breeze is back. So yeah, another jet propulsion. Careful. The drag. The arrow, bunker, and even an ancestral saving Chaser. That fight lasted forever. We have pretty much seen every single ult at least twice now. Quacknix! Yep, died for the second time. The fight that never ends. The gift that gives on giving. But yeah. Now we have another ult. Can they kill Rhaegar? Rhaegar! What is this fight? What is this game? Tracer dead, Junkrat dead, Smexy dead. We got 30 kills now. 30 kills, 31 kills. Wer hat noch nicht, wer will noch mal? I guess they're taking the bell tower back before they're claiming the altar. But oh my god, what the hell is happening here? 31 kills all of a sudden. We had it within... How many kills was that within 1.5 minutes? Like 10? It's just crazy. Full on fiesta here. I like it. So now they retake the bell tower at the bottom of the map. That means 4 shots are going to be fired by Nano now. It's a step into the right direction. 13 points against 32. But yeah, it's a little bit bananas. They have also taken the pumpkins. The reason why they didn't take them previously is they didn't want them to run into the bottom bell tower here, because they knew they could take it back without it. Yeah, 4 deaths on Junkrat. 6 on Rhaegar. For all the praise that I gave him earlier, juking out so many storm balls and playing around that, he now gets taken down 6 times. Pumpkins are moving in. That's the entire wall gone. It's not even true. One of the towers is still there. Like, how the hell is that even possible? That was 6 pumpkins. Breeze gets stunned. Oh boy. They dropped him so quickly that the arrow, which was on point, didn't even hit anything because Breeze was already dead. And the Haka isn't there either. We have a bit of a comeback going on, everybody. It's comeback time here. At least it seems like it. The Haka is pushing at the top and in the middle. We still have some of the mercenary camps. Some of the minions doing their thing and taking the bell tower down a little bit more. But yeah, kind of nasty. Okay, so towards at the top, we already have Marker waiting for the next objective, I suppose. And now it's the triple altar. Yeah, this one got delayed a bit because the last altar took so long to take. And Azerite is dead! Jumps straight into the wrong spot and gets completely blown to pieces by the red team. They are gaining momentum here. Guys, this is interesting. We actually could see that comeback. I was talking earlier about... Oh, nice. No follow-up though, unfortunate. I was talking earlier about how it feels that you are at a disadvantage on this map when you take the lead, and I was only halfway kidding. Is it really happening again? Are we again seeing the big comeback on Towers of Doom? Yeah, nice! Will of the Forsaken saving Sylvanas. So now we're having 2 altars to 1, I suppose. They traded, and it's single digits on the core. Team Copium with 9 points. Where's the level 20? Are we gonna get that for who do we get it first? Yeah, so 24 to 9 points. They're going for the boss too. Don't think they can be stopped here. No, definitely not. 5 versus 3 in the map, so it's gonna be 20 points to 9. The comeback. It's slowly happening. Once again. So here we have it. We already got the attack at the bottom, since they're trying to take bell tower control again. And that's a dangerous thing. All of the bell towers are very, very low. Yeah, Quacknix is able to make it out. Good job. Has his 20 to jump away. Yeah, Junkrat is dead. Quacknix a bit in trouble, but he's able to get out. But Azerite is really having a hard time surviving here. There's now 3rd time in a row that they drop Junkrat. So here we got the next play coming in. They're already trying to make the move for the bunker. That saved the day. There's the stun. Smexy the arrow! And the follow-up as Deckard Gain gets blown up. All the bell towers are low on the side of Team Copium, but it doesn't matter if the blue team can't get their shit together and can't win any of these team fights anymore. It's absolutely crazy. So, for now, we got the attack down here at the bottom of the map as they're making a move for the bell tower. That's the 5th one now that they're claiming. It's double altar that is popping up. Can they? I mean, they get both of the pumpkin camps, so maybe they have a chance. Honestly, this is pretty rough for the blue team. That's 6 pumpkins through the bot lane that they have to deal with, so they need some heroes down here that just deal with that. They are about... Oh, Macke. I was about to say, they're losing the Haka here, but yeah, they're not. But both... Either you lose both of the altars now, or you let pumpkins come through. You can make a choice. You can't get both. So they decide that they're stopping the pumpkins and try to reclaim the bottom bell tower, but that's 10 points off the blue team's core, which puts them down to 10. So they are definitely within reach. That's shit tons of momentum for Team Copium right now. They're down 10 points to 9, and they still hold the bell tower. They haven't even taken those pumpkins out. So they are everywhere. They have the upper hand in structures. Pumpkins get defeated, but reclaiming it is not going to be as easy as Granit Game would like. So they have to play around that. Now the good news for the blue team is of course that they're still running the Haka here, so that's neat. And yeah, there we have it, Macke. He's making his moves all the way topside, and at the same time now the push through the bot lane, the continuous pokes coming in from Azerite, who has died 6 times now. Him and Rhaegar, the 2 that died the most here. But I suppose that they're now taking the top bell tower. I mean, Rhaegar pretty much... the Haka pretty much has it, right? Rhaegar sitting down at the bottom. These guys are waiting for someone to sneak in over here so that they can get the kill. I mean, Sylvanas is waiting and is hoping, but still. This one's taken... All about vision right now. They're playing all around vision and the fact that the next objective is a double altar. And with the boss, how much does the boss take? A minute? 2 minutes. 2 minutes down. Okay, so it takes a bit longer. So the next altar might not necessarily decide the game right away, but given that the fight is also going to take up a little bit of time. If you are winning if you are winning a fight big time now, you could technically really prep already for victory in the game. Especially if you're able to lock in both of the altars, of course. Alfredo's going to soak some of the grenades to make sure that they're not reclaiming that bell tower. Or the blue team might eventually take that lead again. But yeah. Walk out. Just killing that 1 minion. And it's party time. So up at the top, it's just a trade. 1 for 1. Yeah, it's going down to the wire here. For sure. That's 5 points on the core against 6 points on the core. Each team firing 4 shots. And they're trying to go for the catch. And Breeze Bruce with the Avatar. Deckard gets instantly interrupted. The shockwave didn't hit anything, but Make with the tongue. And Rhaegar survives the bunker. Oh my god, they're actually still alive. And Breeze in trouble, and he goes down. Breeze is dead. Make might die next, and he does. That is bad news for Granit Gaming. 2 pumpkin camps are on the map that you could take. The boss should be up soon, and they're going instantly towards the middle to lock in another bell tower. Yeah, great plays by Team Copium. And we have nearly 40 kills in this game, which is just bonkers. 80,000 damage by Hanzo, 75,000 by Junkrat. Absolutely insane. So yeah, the keep, the fort, the bell tower, whatever you want to call it, gets taken down. They got the 2 camps and they're going for them right away. Boss is up in 10 seconds, which they should definitely take. I'm a bit shocked that nobody's making a move for it just yet. I do not believe that they can escort these pumpkins through. So taking the boss would be nice. That means that if you take the next altar, the game's yours. But they haven't. They didn't. So now they can retake this, which makes it difficult for the blue team to access the bottom altar that is spawning. That's definitely true. But they can't end with only that. So, yeah, the pumpkins are still pushing. But I honestly feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity. They had plenty of time to come up towards the top, take the boss, and then go down to the bot lane. They didn't. Now, the advantage that I have, or at least, well, you can at least argue that they have it, is that bell tower. But I think they could have taken that too. I mean, it's not like it had a lot of hit points left. So the shots get fired, that's 4. But can they escort 2 of these in? They shouldn't be able to. Where is everybody, by the way? Where the fuck is the blue team? Like, guys, you need to defend this. Okay, 1 down, second one 2. The kill didn't come to pass here. They're trying to fight back. They got Kane with the ult. And they make the play for Hanzo, and he goes down. Hanzo is dead. Rhaegar gets wrecked, and, well, maybe the blue team wins it after all. Like, I don't know. That's 3 heroes down. The fuck is happening? How is this possible? Are we really seeing a repeat of game number 1? The blue team is on the verge of losing the game, and then they turn it. Are you kidding me? They take the bell tower down here. They got 38 seconds. I think they can even start the barrage if they wanted. They don't even have to rely on the top boss. They could try and take every single bell tower at this point. I would be shocked if they didn't. Azerite is already poking the middle, and this one's low. They're taking this. What the hell? That's insane. Twice in a row? Are you kidding me? Muradin is already defending. He's just trying to slow them down. That's now the altar at the bell tower in the middle taken, and the barrage is starting. The barrage is starting, and Tracer's fallen. That's game. That's just game. How the hell? How the hell did that happen? Are you joking? The blue team, they lost it. It was over. And now they win 1 team fight. And Team Copium just falls apart here. Shots are being fired. Games are being taken. And that's a 2-0 lead for Granit Gaming as they win with only 2 points on their core. 36 kills, 46 kills, 46 kills in the game. Nicely done. GG and well played. Map number 3, the best of 5 series continues. Granit Gaming with Smexy on Cursed Hollow playing Karazim. We got Nubarak played by Breeze, Quacknix on Sylvanas, Azerite on Hogga, and Make on Dehaka. And on the right side of the map, Team Copium with Casper on ETC, Nano on Hanzo. We got Guilty Spark on Brightwing, and Marlo on Diablo. Alfredo, he's playing Lunara here in game number 3. So yeah, let's have a bit of a look how the series is gonna go out for Team Topia. I mean, this is match point, right? So this is match point right now for the blue team. They got an opportunity to win this with a 3-0. We got on level 1 the Soul Shield for Diablo, and Nubarak already topside for a bit of solo pressure. Always with the Beatles. And they are attacking on 2 sides now. So they have Sylvanas down at the bottom of the map and Nubarak at the top. And they're able to take one tower down. But can they save Azurite? That's the bigger question. And the answer is yes. Okay. That nearly backfired though. That's the problem when you are staying this long at the push at the bot lane, that you have some trouble saving the heroes that were going for the pressure play. In this case, we were able to take the tower and get away. Oftentimes you're a bit better off when you leave roughly around the 50% mark on the tower. Breeze against Casper. Seems like it's a bit of a battle that ETC is winning. Yeah, ETC as a side laner is always kind of wild. This is the days of HGC where that was extremely popular because you can side lane and then go stage dive. But the first blood against Diablo. Nice. Well done here. So Diablo goes down. Good job. And top lane still fighting through. It's kind of funny, by the way. We have now all of a sudden a Nubarak on the side. I mean, these are two of the heroes that these days we only see as main tanks, and they are now played on the side lane. Breeze obviously is playing as a main tank, but because the Haka isn't here, the Haka is still sitting down at the bottom of the map. He's currently fighting it out against ETC, so it's a bit of a weird matchup that they are playing. But with ETC taken, stage dive is highly likely as an ult later, and in the HGC days, ETC was oftentimes during a draft taken first, because depending on what your opponent picked and what map was being played, you could then during the draft decide whether or not you wanted to play ETC as a side laner or whether you wanted to play him as a main tank. And so you could make your choice. If you saw a lot of globals on the other side, you didn't get one, you could adjust. So there was a lot of flexibility in that early pick, and it's a bit what Team Copium is doing here too. And it allows them for a lot of stuns into the later team fights too, so that's an added benefit of this. And they are also looking at a potential first blood, but Azurite made it out, so good for him. Azurite gets out, and down to the bot lane. Siege Giants already helping Lulnara a little bit with the defense here. One kill so far, not much more, but the pressure in the mid lane was definitely worth it. It was a good job by Quacknix and his boys, making the wall disappear. A little bit of a magic trick that they executed. But down at the bottom, they're going to try and do the same thing, and the gate and the last tower have nearly fallen, so good start. Same time now, though, up at the top, Breeze has to fall back, and Casper is still feeling pretty fine here. Smexy has gone into the Earth Ally on level 4. We now got the loudspeakers in after the guitar hero a little bit earlier. So, yeah. And the first objective is now up. So we got the tribute spawning at the top side. A few less kills so far in the game. And the Haka can, of course, now that he's sitting at the bot lane, always join the fun. And that's the moment when ETC just doesn't have his ult yet, so he can't mirror the movements. The longer this lasts, the better for Granit Gaming. Breeze has to jump out, though. And Nanu completes his level 1 as Alfredo gets the first objective. Tribute time. Yep, bit of a push. Does anybody remember Sokoban? Does Sokoban ring a bell? That's exactly what Diablo just did. He played Sokoban. I love that game. That you could create your own levels and everything. I created one level as a kid in that game where at the beginning you pushed one box at the beginning, and the very end of the level you realized that you pushed the box the wrong way and you had to redo the entire thing. That was a pretty cheesy and tricky one. I have not found a single person that didn't fall into the trap, and it always amused me heavily whenever that was the thing. I suppose most people don't know what I'm talking about, but big shout out to the ones that do. You're old, by the way, so am I. Yeah, that's just what it is. You remember what landlines are. Extension cables, oh yeah. But yeah, either way, so 3 kills to 0. Good start for the blue team. Yeah, they want to make it happen. They want to go to the Masters Clash. If they can lock a victory here on Cursed Hollow, then that is a successful 3-0 qualification for the event. But either way, we got the bot lane now, the Haka. Hello, wait, we have a kill. Hanzo is down, 4 kills to 0. Granit Gaming going for a quickie today. They want the clean victory here. Team Copium, they gotta step it up a little bit if they want to make it to the 4th game and have a chance at a reverse sweep, because currently it is the blue team running the show and destroying another wall. 2 towers in the gate have fallen now. Lulnara is still lulling around a little bit, but that's a level lead that they're running at this point. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, Brightwing gets crushed, and Marlow, he's also in trouble, but at least this time he can walk out of it. But that's 5 kills to 0 and nearly level 10. So, yeah, that's problematic. Down to the bottom of the map, Casper, he is still holding his own. That's one of the nice changes with the fountains, that now you can't take the fountain. This is one of the few... I mean, Blizzard honestly had a lot of dumb ideas in the last 3 years. I mean, they tortured us with this shitty medallion, then they came up with that great idea of weather. I mean, honestly, whoever came up with that stupid thought needs to be fired on the spot in my eyes. But then again, the thing with the fountain that they make those invulnerable the same way that they're doing in Brawls, I really like that. Because you can't just cheese fountains anymore, can't just take the lane sustain away that easily. I honestly think that's a pretty good move that they made there. So now we got 6 kills to 0. Blue team is absolutely running the show, partly of course because they have the level 10. And yeah, with the next objective coming up, this is going to be the 3rd tribute of the game. One of the teams is going to take the lead here. Brightwing is currently dealing with the defense a bit. But with level 10 we get the stage dive. That was expected. Again, he's going to be the side laner for the team and mirroring the movements of the Haka. Tribute has been taken. The fight, on the other hand, isn't over yet. There's a shockwave still in play. Not anymore. So they go in. Azurite ping-ponging his way out of this one. And here comes the meme strike again. Nibbling on at least Anubarak a bit, but it is Hogger that falls. So yeah, they want more than that. They go for Marke. All of the forts have already taken damage. ETC feels a little bit isolated, left alone, so he jumps in too. Straight into Smexy, who's like, ooh, free kill. But I guess he miscalculated that slightly. Don't tell me he survives. Don't tell me he survives this. Oh, nothing worse than you know that you're dying on the last tick. Or close to it at least. But Mark is now moving topside, so he's doing his thing at the fort. Takes this one down. Poor Karazim. 6 kills to 2, so Team Copium is showing up with some signs of life at least. Seems like Casper is trying to chase Marke. And that's actually interesting because now that Brightwing is here, this could be a kill. And Nubarak is joining too, but Nano comes in with the damage and goodbye to Haka. Nice! And in time, I might add. Yeah, that's just as the tribute spawns and Brightwing is already on it, whereas Breeze needs to drop his cocoon on Bambi or he would have likely fallen too. Yeah, we still have a boss getting attacked, and that might just be asking for a little bit too much. You're a hero down, even when it's a global, and you're trying that move. 7-sided strike didn't help them too much. I guess the red team is now going to try and take over. ETC has the stage dive. They got everybody in for the party. And that's going to be a very wild battle. Okay, 5 versus 5. The Haka's going to be here in a moment. Here comes the stage dive. And the arrow from Hanzo. Oh boy. Brightwing and Sylvanas are both down. The boss is taken though. Boss is taken. Here comes the Hanzo kill. But yep, that's a wild one. So Karazim died. It's 2 kills versus 2. Boss is still up. Mark is about to fall, I suppose. I don't think they can save him here. Gets shoved into a wall, and Nubarak has already moved back. And now we have Team Copium back to business. Hans arrow came in, and then they just pushed them back with ETC and Diablo. They took the boss, which is now moving through the bot lane. 13 to 13. Yeah, that's the comeback right here. It was such a huge disadvantage initially for Team Copium, but now they're back to business. Even talents for the two teams too. And they have a chance to also force the curse now. And the boss is still in play. So Hogger has more or less given up on this. He's just trying to defend. But to be fair, at least they are suffering some losses in the mid lane because the fort has now been taken down. But this is still going to be a curse. Curse against Granit Gaming. Boss is nearly done with, so that's good for them. But they can now push at the top. ETC is already moving in for it. They can push towards the middle. And I suppose that the bot lane is going to be taken out automatically. Can always utilize the globals here if they want to pressure a bit further. And, uh-oh, Azura, yeah, you're dead, bro. He is dead. He can try to escape, but I doubt that's going to happen. So they fully flank up on him. Big gank by Team Copium. That is kill number 7 for them. Yeah, they're really drawn even now, aren't they? Nah, not even. They're ahead. They're ahead. Heavily. Boss about to be taken again at the top. Blue team is trying to distract them a bit. Partially worked, I guess. They are distracted, but they're still getting value thanks to the minions. Maybe wasting a little bit too much time checking all of this out. But one fort is already down, 16 seconds on the curse, so they should be able to get this one too. And they're taking the boss. So they're actually just trying to go for the boss here, missing out on some experience that they could potentially take. Top fort hasn't fallen yet, but that boss is going to seal the deal. So maybe they missed out on some of the value they could have had here, but it's still a good spot for them to be in. They have taken the lead in experience right now. They're level 15. They have another boss that they locked in. One fort is already gone. The second one will be destroyed. And maybe they can get Market too. They should be. There's a defense coming up, but I'm not sure if they can save him. And I guess the answer is no. So Market goes down. The Haka is taken again. And Breeze is also in trouble. That's another kill. Oh boy. That's 2 heroes down, and that is level 16 plus a boss push through the top lane. Guys, that could be key. 30 seconds until Anubarak is back. That could definitely be key. ETC has taken vision. Quacknix! Quacknix committing Sudoku! What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You're not 1v5ing. Oh boy, what was that? Can they go for core? What the hell? Team Copium trying to bring the series back. They're coming in with a potential victory on Cursed Hollow as they are maybe starting a reverse sweep here. Karazim is down. It's an utter disaster. Full-on snowball turning into an avalanche as Team Copium is trying to go from the core. It looked like all they could get here was a fort, and now all of a sudden they're knocking at the core itself. What the hell? 11 kills to 8, and that's a loss right here for Granit Gaming, as Team Copium wins Cursed Hollow and puts a point onto the board. GG, well played. Game number 3. Here we are, everybody. We are on Battlefield of Eternity, and Smexy's team, I have no idea how they did it, but they now took 2 games where I really thought, all right, this is a win for Team Copium. But no, they take them. They win it on Infernal Shrines. They win on Towers of Doom. Now we're in Battlefield of Eternity. Smexy on Brightwing. Quacknix on Liming. We got Mako on Tracer. Breeze is playing Muradin again, and we have Azerite this time on Leoric. So on the right side of the map, it's Casper and Hogger for Team Copium. These guys might be a little bit mad. Guilty Spark is playing Anduin. Alfredo on Zarya. We got Marlo on Anubarak, and Nanos playing Sylvanas. If you're Team Copium, then you are just sitting there thinking, how, why, like, what? You don't really know. You have to be confused at this point. It's just like, how does this happen, guys? 2 games and we have it. We are in the lead. Game's nearly over. We can make the big play, and then they just somehow win a fight and turn it on us. Let's just make sure that this doesn't happen in the late game anymore. And this is all about the Masters Clash. You want to go to the playoffs. You want to qualify for the regular season, so to say. And Team Copium was close in both games, but they are still far behind now, and this is match point number 1. So if Granit Gaming locks in the victory in this best of 5, then they move on to the main event, and that's exactly where they want to be, of course. So yeah, as it stands, we have Marlo doing his thing down here. Urel is at the top, locked into the battle against Hogger, and Mark is already jumping in and out looking for a kill that he couldn't get until now. Brightwing also helping out. Smexy needs to be careful, because Mark is really going for it and is eating tons of damage. Having a Zarya composition on Battlefield of Eternity usually means that you're dominating the 4-man at the bottom of the map initially, and that's pretty much what we're seeing here too. So yeah, here we go. But either way, top sides we got Urel and we got Casper. So looks like Hogger is going down to the bot lane so that he can help to take the camp. And the blue team is most likely going to start this up soon. Urel hasn't gone to the top to take the camp yet either. Normally it's a trade between the 2 of them. But Urel is a little bit late, so Azerite has started moving now and is running into Hogger, so they can try and slow that down a little bit. Yeah, Urel is not the only one with the mace. Hogger has a weapon too, and he uses it there. So Urel gets caught mid-stun, mid-jump. But nobody has made a move yet for a camp. And normally what we're seeing is, I mean, most of the time it's a trade, right? One team goes for the bot lane, the other team goes for the top. You rotate heroes around. This time the rotation happened from the bot to the from the top to the bot lane, but nobody made a move for the camps yet. And this might honestly result in... Okay, now we're slowly starting to see it. Breeze at least checks it down here. Top side, Urel and Hogga are fighting over this one. And here comes the sneak in as Nuburak is a bug on a mission. Starting to move in and trying to go for the help. And that should immediately trigger a response at the bottom of the map, but the blue team isn't here because they're currently busy on their shaman camps. So they can't even take this one. Meaning we have very likely an advantage in camps for Team Copium initially. The problem that they have is they're a little bit slower here. So they still get it in time. But of course now have to move quickly into the mid lane. But it's a double camp at the top now. And that is going to take Granit Gaming a lot of time to clean up. So the first objective is at least initially looking good for the red team. Even more so since they were able to drop Maka down to 50% of his hit points. And we already have some damage at the blue team's Immortal too. Good start. Good start. Urel is locked in at the top lane. Has to deal with the two camps. No other choice. Down here they're still poking. Nuburak wants to stun on Breeze, doesn't get it. Tracer comes in with some damage. Urel is now also slowly joining, but they could get the kill, and they do. Anduin is dead, the Crybaby goes down, and that happens when Anduin tries the front line. No. Yeah, Varian was a shitty dad, really. He didn't teach his kid anything, like nothing. He was just sitting there, was like, nope. I'm not gonna teach you a thing. But Daddy, please, I want to be able to fight too. It's like, nope, you're gonna throw light around. That's Anduin's childhood right there. It's pretty disappointing, honestly. But yeah, that's why he has daddy issues. So, talking about Anduin, going up against Tracer over here. So, and can they go for the hit? And the first objective. Red team is starting to lose this pretty quickly. Okay. Yeah, they want to go for Anduin again. Look at him. He's a trouble magnet. Everybody wants to drop him, but they can't get the kill this time. They can get the Immortal though. So it is a win for the blue team. They get the first one. First objective goes to Granit as they are trying to lock in the victory in this first match point. But Breeze is dead. They get the kill on Breeze. It ain't easy being breezy. Quacknix was hoping to get some value out of his Liming comps. That didn't work. But still, that is now the first objective up to the top lane. Both of the teams at level 7. And Anduin is getting desperate again. It's already praying. But they are pushing through the bottom of the map now. Okay, so inexperience is a bit of an advantage for Granit Gaming. Team Copium couldn't capitalize on the fact that they had the additional camp on lane when the objective spawned. They did a good job keeping the shield low, but they couldn't win the first Immortal. So at least the defense went well for them, but they lost some of the hit points at the bot lane wall. And of course at the top the same thing happened too. Well, but with level 10 abilities things could change. We got the Liming and Nuburak dynamic again in the game. So when Nuburak moves in with his cocoon, then Liming can dodge out on it. Or just simply, you know, come in with a disintegrate and play that out. We have a level 7 now also, given the axe. And Smexy. Brightwing. Die, fruit fly, die. They should have called it give him the hammer. Yeah, give him the axe. I mean, let's be honest here. If Mirren is not for one thing, then it's his hammer. So, yep, Urel goes down. And Marlo is out of mana. Can they get the kill here? There's another hit. They don't have enough. Could have tried tee it up for Liming maybe for a quick combo, but not so much. So it's 2 kills versus 2. A bit of a back and forth game now initially on game number 3. But things are not looking too shabby. Down to the bottom of the map. Tracer is still rushing this out. Going for Casper, trying to get a kill on Hogga too. But the Fleabag is a little bit too resilient here. Got the camp now earlier too. Yeah, it's level 10 time. So this is where the fun really begins. Zarya, I guess, with the expulsion zone once again. And then Wailing Arrow, Hogga, I guess, Shockwave. Yeah, probably. But let's see where they're getting with this. So they take both of the camps again. And that should result, if I'm not mistaken, in a pretty significant lead in mercenary experience. Yes, they are heavily ahead here. By 800 or so. Good for them. And there's the shockwave, so objective is up. Camps are claimed. Shaman camp hasn't been locked in yet by Team Copium. Disintegrate. And I don't believe that Anubarak is switching things up here. He's actually hesitating. Hello, sir? Yeah, there it is, Cocoon. I was just wondering for a moment. Don't tell me that we're going completely bananas here. Okay, so... with that, we have another Alfredo with the Zarya. Yeah, in comes the light bomb. Breeze. They're trying to get a stop. Oh, nice! Everybody is just jumped in. That could be the first kill. Anduin is dead. They go for Hogger. Casper is down. And they got the kill on Sylvanas too. Nicely done. And they're lasering everybody in the ground. Oh my god. 5-man wipe. Good stuff. Blue team is on a tear now. All of a sudden, they are heavily ahead. They're going for the bot lane now. The initial 2 kills that happened. Then they, of course, use the choke point to their advantage. Great play by Azerite as he just locked them in for Li Ming to drop. And now we have the objective taken down to the halftime. We have the bottom fort about to be destroyed. There's nobody that can save that anymore. Breeze is waiting this out a bit. Urel should easily be able to get away here. Yeah, no problem for her. But pretty spicy game now and very annoying for Team Copium. They are about to be eliminated for the tournament when if they're not careful here. So they really have to bring it back, and this is not a good start. First fight on level 10 and they're getting absolutely murdered on our level behind and also 1 fort behind. That's not good news. This one is 100% going to be taken. They're moving in to claim it. But... okay, Sylvanas did at least some damage at the top. Cocoon on Li Ming. Light bomb. And he doesn't connect with anything. Yeah, that's not a good look here. So they have to at least try and stay alive so that they can properly defend. If they're losing heroes now, that would be a disaster. Zarya gets attacked, is in trouble. She's not the only one. Seems like Anduin is the first one to fall. Gets the shield, still alive somehow. Make dancing away from the Anubarak stun initially. Gets the kill. Anduin is dead. Smexy and Maka are both low though. And the fruit fly falls. Fruit fly dead, Breeze is dead too, the Immortal is dropping the top 4 as we speak, but the blue team is getting chased and murdered. Azerite, they let him live. Maka also still alive, but somehow somebody needs to deal with this. Yeah, somebody really needs to deal with the top lane now, so that's where they're moving first. Alfredo already getting attacked by the minions, soaking the damage here, slowing this down a little bit, making sure that the minions don't take the wall down while they're attempting to defend against the Immortal itself. Tracer is still running the bot lane, 8 kills to 5 now, level 13 talents available for Granit Gaming, and the Cocoon gets used as well. But can they get a kill here? Light bomb against Brightwing, and Make survives. Make, yeah, he's gonna join Destiny's Child soon. I'm a survivor! So yeah, Make, he made it. Anduin didn't. And they're going for Alfredo. Oh, the laser show! Disintegrate, baby! Look at Quacknix. Quacknix going ham on them here. I love it. Absolutely love it. Check this one out. So that was the fight, and honestly, the lock into the wall was great, and then it's just a Quacknix show. Resets and disintegrate. Great kills on Zarya, on Hogger. They open the wall up. 5-kill lead now. And it looks a bit more like that brawl that we experienced in the first 2 games. So yeah, pretty crazy. Now, 2 of the structures have now been taken down. Team Copium is really struggling to find a foothold here. Blue team looking way, way better than in the previous games, I gotta admit. 40,000 damage for Tracer, 20,000 for Urel. And they get the camp too. Marlowe's jumping in deep. They want Li Ming. Yeah, well, they want Li Ming too, but they want a Tracer in this case. And now it gets turned on them again. Nice pull from Anduin. And Alfredo is dead. The light bomb. And it's not looking good for the red team, does it now? Yeah, they're on the run, trying to escape here. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. They go for Guilty Spark. And yeah, he knows what's happening, so he's dead as well. Yeah, that's a bloodbath. That is an absolute bloodbath now by Granit Gaming. Top sides, that's where we have even the keep in. Well, Hoga is dealing with easily, so I was about to say he's a bit in trouble here. Breeze could do some damage, I suppose, but there's nothing really too crazy going on. Thanks to the wave clear that Hoga comes with, he can easily keep those at bay. The problem is really more so the objective and the bot lane that gets moved in. So yeah, that's an issue. But then again, we have now a 9-kill advantage for them. After initially the Illusionist on level 13, we now have Mirror Ball on level 16 for Quacknix. Phase Out is in. Another attempt to fight. And keep in mind, they don't have level 16 talents. But they still get the kill. Urel? Alright, so Azerite is down. And that's bad, but the objective is pretty much already taken, so they should be able to get this one with a massive shield. And the bottom camp is still doing damage too. I mean, this thing is pretty much non-existent. 60 hit points, that's nothing. One hit by... Hello, Breeze? Excuse me? Now? Thank you. Finally. I was like, what are you doing? The meme's too strong on this one. Marlo! Careful, my friend. Still a 5 versus 4. Still no level 16. 15 versus 17 here. Yeah. Can they actually force the fight here? That would be a pretty good one, because Smug isn't here either. Tracer's dealing with the camp. Catapult is still doing damage to the bottom keep, but I hope that Hoga is finally going to drop it. So that's 50% on this one. Top side in trouble. Okay. And... yo, there we go. Breeze is there. Light Bomb could hit him though, and it does. Brightwing comes in for the save. They're a bit alone though. Urel isn't here yet. Cocoon was already out. They're of course trying to get the keep here, and they should. Nice! The Immortal Stun. Sylvanas is down. Sylvanas is dead. Anduin is dead too. Uh-oh. That could be the end. I think that's going to be it here. Yeah, that's a disaster. They're losing everything. 16 is on the board now. Bottom keep is about to fall too. Only Alfredo and Hoga are still alive. This looks like it is the end. Yep. With Zarya falling too. That just has to be it. Nicely done. Good job. So it seems like Granit Gaming is able to pull ahead, take the victory here. 20 kills to 7. GG as Granit Gaming qualifies for the Masters Clash 2022.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.